daily on the decline in demand of Nigeria's crude oil by the United States. The International Energy Agency's forecast of U.S. oil production of over 11 million barrels of crude oil in 2020 through oil shale production has fueled a new policy by the United States government to focus on new alternatives. Our big story tonight examines the chances of Nigeria's crude oil vis-a-vis this new opportunity.
Depend on crude oil revenue.
And that really couldn't be farther from the truth. In actual fact, we have a very wide and very robust bilateral relationship with Nigeria. Oil is part of it, but ultimately the U.S.-Nigeria relationship is much wider and much deeper than just about oil. American investment still continues to be extremely important in Nigeria, about $5 billion a year. But particularly investment, U.S. investment in the Nigerian oil sector as much as imports from Nigeria, that's not going to change.
Nigeria, whose oil and gas export accounts for more than 98% of export earnings and about 83% of federal government revenue, as well as generating more than 40% of its GDP and about 65% of government revenue. Nigeria will indeed need to diversify its economy.
The reality is that once you alter the production function in this industry structure, you could see a threat of lower oil prices down in the future. If that was to happen, your export revenues will drop by half, while your needs and your requirements have actually doubled. Now, it means there will be a need for adjustment.
As world oil demand decreases, competitive oil pricing will ensue. A major reason, among others, for the finance minister's argument, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, to keep oil benchmark at $75 per barrel in the 2013 budget. Even the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, forecast a decline in world oil demand and has suggested moderate oil pricing to its member countries.
The member countries would, if necessary, take steps to ensure market balance and reasonable price levels for producers and consumers. In taking this decision, member countries confirmed that they will swiftly respond to developments that might have a detrimental impact on an orderly oil market.
India may have overtaken the United States of America as Nigeria's major export trading partner. However, the real worry is that the U.S., which used to account for 40% of the country's total oil export, may soon be delisted from the list of Nigeria's oil import countries.
No, that's not possible. Total production in the world is probably something like 80 million barrels a day. We produce 2 million barrels a day. The demand will be there. If the demand drops, what happens as the price drops? What you have to figure out is that the price will fall. And when the price declines, your revenue declines. So we need to optimize our resource utilization, resource allocation, and therefore you will get the outcomes that will make Nigeria a competitive country.
In the next 4 years of the Obama administration, changing the destination of Nigerian crude could shift the commodities pricing, and this will in turn upset the economic balance of the nation because it is largely dependent on crude oil revenue. Analysts are of the opinion that practical, immediate diversification of the economy is the most realistic approach to cushioning the effect of this imminent downturn. However, educating the populace in real time of the sacrifices in achieving the required adjustments is absolutely pivotal to sustaining the reforms.
Accepting that reality that one, the revenues will decline whether we like it or not, two, that we have to make an adjustment, and three, more than anything else, we have to be ready to make a sacrifice.
For the big story, Adeshewa Josh, Channels Television News.